How much does it cost to get residency in Spain? Many foreigners trying to answer this question tend to focus only on the requirements, the financial means they need to prove, a job offer, etc. But there's much more. To obtain residence in Spain, you'll have to pay several fees, taxes and other related expenses that you must take into account. In fact, the total sum of all these costs is often much higher than expected, so having a clear and realistic estimate is essential. So grab a pen, paper and calculator, because today it's time to do the math. Hi everyone, how are you? My name is Marta and I'm a lawyer at Balsys Group. Today we'll give you a clear and definite answer to one of the most common questions we get. How much does it cost to get residence in Spain? We'll dive you into the updated numbers for 2025 and provide some useful numbers based on our more than 10 years of experience. But before we dive into the details, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet. We post videos like this every single week with all the essential information you'll need as a foreigner in Spain. Now that you have subscribed, let's go. Immigration fees for residency application. On June 16, 2025, Spain's official state gazette, BOE, published the updated list of fees for the processing of residency permits. In other words, this refers to the fee you must pay when submitting your residency application to the Spanish administration. The exact amount always depends on the type of permit you're applying for. But here are some of the most common cases. First one, initial temporary residency authorization, that costs 10 with 94 cents. Residency through arraigo or exceptional circumstances, that costs 38.28 euros. Long-term residency, which costs 21.87 euros. Additionally, in work and residency permits, as a self-employed or employee, there is an additional fee of 203.84 euros. In UGE managed permits like the Digital Nomad Visa, Highly Qualified Professionals and Entrepreneurs Visa, there is a fee of 73.26 euros. Important, these fees are updated annually and tend to always go up, never down, so always double check the current rates. We've added a link in the description so that you can find the exact amount based on your specific case. Other costs that you must consider. This initial application fee is not the only cost you'll face. Here comes the key point. Many people think it's the only payment involved in the process, but actually it's quite different. Besides this government fee, during the process of preparing and submitting your application, you likely need to cover the following expenses. First, the TIE fingerprinting appointment fee. Once your residency is approved, you'll have to pay a fee to process the residency card that also will depend on the type of residency you have applied for. If it is an initial residency permit, the fee will cost 16.08 euros. If it's a renewal residency permit, it will cost 19.30 euros. And finally, if you have applied for a residency permit as a family member of a European citizen, it will cost 12 euros. The cost of certified translation of documents. Any document that is not in Spanish must be translated by a sworn translator. The cost can be from 25 to 60 euros per page approximately, depending on the language and the urgency. In third place, we have the consular visa fee, if you are applying from the country of origin. This fee can also vary depending on the consulate, but it can cost between 16 and 80 euros, depending also on the procedure. In fourth place, we have the cost of the legalization or apostille of foreign documents. The cost can be between 10 and 50 euros per document, depending on the issuing country. In fifth place, we have the criminal records, if required for your procedure. This may involve additional fee in your country of origin. Next cost would be the cost of the passport size photos for your residency card, which can cost around 5 to 10 euros. Finally, the lawyer's fee, if you hire a professional to handle your application, which we highly recommend. This will depend on the complexity of your case, but it ensures everything is done correctly. As you can see, the application fee is only one part of the total cost. You must also take into account these additional costs, which are almost always unavoidable. The challenge is that many of these expenses depend on your individual case, so it makes it difficult to provide an exact estimate since some requirements may only apply at your local consulate, for example. So, if you'd like a personalized estimate based on your unique situation, including a full breakdown of the requirements and associated costs, book a consultation with one of our immigration lawyers. We'll guide you step by step and provide tailored advice for your case. Just send us an email at info@balsysgroup.com and get started today. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already done it, and we'll see you in the next video.